Stephen Lawrence was just 18, with his whole life ahead of him, when he was murdered in a racist attack that scarred Britain. Today, more than 3 decades on, and for the first time, one of his killers, David Norris, publicly admitted his part in his murder. Appearing via video link with greying hair and his back to the camera, he told his parole hearing, "That murder 32 years ago should never have happened. I am totally disgusted with myself and my part in his murder, especially as he was completely innocent." He went on, "I am certainly no longer the violent, racist young criminal I was. I don't expect forgiveness, but I want them, Stephen's family, to know how sorry I am." But he refused to name others involved, saying it would put him and his family at risk. Stephen's dad, Neville, told us he had forgiven his killer, but parole should only be considered if Norris revealed his accomplices.
My forgiveness doesn't mean that I'm saying it's okay for him to be freed. For him to show that he's accepted the fact that he did something wrong and he's trying to repair some of the damage that he's done to my family, one of the main things he has to do is to name all the rest of the people that were with him that night.
But for many, Norris's words will sit uneasily beside these searing images. Norris and his friends swaggering into the public inquiry into Stephen's killing more than 20 years ago. A picture of arrogance that defined a generation's anger at the failure of justice. While this secret police footage from 1994 captured Norris unleashing a torrent of violent, racist abuse. Stephen's mother, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, was there to hear Norris's supposed remorse. She says she doesn't believe a word of it, calling him a danger to society and warning she fears he would harm black people if released. The hearing was told Norris was still using racist language in prison as recently as 3 years ago. He and Gary Dobson remain the only 2 members of the gang ever convicted of Stephen's murder. The rest still deny any part in it.
Well, Sergio, this was a big moment, wasn't it, for the Lawrence family, their long, long campaign for justice?
Yes, after decades of denial, for Norris to now publicly accept guilt, even though he's refusing to name his accomplices, is hugely significant, quite apart from the fact that it was quite a moment to witness him publicly admitting his role. His and his gang's arrogance became a symbol of how the justice system had failed a black teenager and his family, and how deep racism still ran in Britain's institutions. That murder and the botched police investigation that followed changed this country. It led to the Macpherson inquiry, which branded the Metropolitan Police institutionally racist, and a finding that reshaped policing and public life. But it's also a reminder that Stephen's family are still waiting for full justice. There is still now 2 days of the hearing left before we expect the parole board to make their decision in about 2 weeks' time.
OK, Sergio Currier, thank you.